Oh man, this is all right. There it is. There it is. Hey guys, what's going on? It's MJ here from Rekkr RC. We got our live segment, and apparently we have a poor connection. It's saying, but that's all right. We'll work through it. I'm here with Cody Johnson from Dixieland RC. He's been an up and coming shop, seeing him all over the place. And he and I, when he was, I would say early on, about a year ago or so, he really guided me on making some decisions. And really, what was my first build, if you will. So, I want to say welcome.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're very welcome. So, let's get us started. What got you off into RC?
Oh, let's see. 19. I'm going to show my age here. I'm not that old, but I'm going to show my age a little bit. 1994, I want to say.
Okay.
I didn't get a hobby grade RC, but I got a 4-wheel drive truck from Radio Shack. It was for Christmas one year. A friend of the family bought it for me, and I liked it then. I played with it a bunch. Of course, I played with nothing but full size 4-wheel drive trucks growing up. So it was kind of one of those things. I didn't do anything with it. I got really big back into it about 2002. I bought a Emax from a guy.
Okay.
We all had a bunch of Emaxes, which those were really cool back then. A
Still
lot of
are.
them. But I know. I wish they'd come back out with them. I wish they'd re-release them. I'd buy one if
I
they
would
come
too.
out with them. Yeah. So we had them. A bunch of my friends had one. We all had aluminum upgrades and just doing everything we can to try and make them go fast. Kept breaking them. I think I sold those to build a show car because I had a Civic show car back
Okay.
then. Uh, I could only do one thing at a time pretty much back then. So I did that. Then I wound up buying, I think I bought a Mini Revo. And then I started buying a bunch of mini stuff. I bought a Mini Revo, a Mini Rally, and I had a Losi Mini Crawler, that mini rock crawler they had back in the day.
Okay.
I had all kinds of stuff. Of course, I sold it to build a race car and whatever. So I got back into it this time a couple years ago. I bought the first gen deadbolt from Tower. It was on sale on Black Friday, super cheap, like under $200 cheap. It was crazy cheap. I had to buy it. I could not buy it. So I bought it. I bought some of my kids a couple of trucks at the same time for Christmas. Uh, Pretty much after that, it's been downhill since then. I've done nothing but buying and selling, and so
Well, I hear
pretty much
that.
this.
I hear that one. You got a constant that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't end. And that's one of the I figure that's one of the biggest challenges is honestly money and time.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it is for me as well. I have a lot of cool stuff, but trust me, it's costing me. It still costs money. So
I believe I remember how much I spent with you on our first like two orders.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
it wasn't cheap.
it gets expensive quickly.
Oh, it does. So much so. Yeah. So I've seen you watching as you grow, going to all kinds of different large shows, large gatherings. I think most recently the big one you went to was USTE. Can you tell us a little bit about the experience?
Correct. So Rob the Matthews, live in Wilson, which is where the place is located, where it's at.
All of a sudden, we
Man,
got
they
a
do one.
poor connection.
You there?
Yeah, we got a poor connection. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
probably because out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on my end. All right, there it goes. Go ahead.
All right. So Rob the Man, Matthews, they do one. I'm talking about one heck of a job. Um, Being the second year, see, I went last year for the first time. It was the second year they did it.
Okay.
I really didn't know what to expect. It was my very first shows ever going to really sell like a big show.
Right.
So I really didn't know what to expect, really, to be honest with you. It wound up going really well. I had a really small booth, but it still went pretty well. Going into this year, I knew what I needed to do. I knew what I needed to have. You know, a little bit better. To it, you know, I had a blast. That's why if you can make it to that show or to that event, I come because it is well worth either the drive, everything. Because it is unbelievable. Not only just because of the place and the trails, but the people, man. There's so many people that are really big into this hobby that come down. Like GC guys.
Right. Hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to pause you.
Yeah.
Let's try reconnecting. It has definitely gotten worse as we've gone on. So let's see what I can do to and let me call you back. I'm going to pause our stream and then come back on here in a hot second. All right.
Okay.
So. All right, guys. I'm sorry about the interruption. We are back with Cody Johnson of Dixieland RC. He was talking to us a little bit about USTE and some of the awesomeness that has gone on out there. So, Cody, we were in the middle of the conversation before we had some connection issues. Gonna let you guys know, fair warning, it is pouring down where he's at. You can actually hear it. That's not static. That's rain. So,
yeah, and I'm in a giant steel strand building, so that amplifies that a little bit. So, all right, so back to UST. I don't know whether we cut off or not, but if you can make it 2 cents for that event, I highly suggest coming. It's going to be great. Huge, lots of people. Tons of great classes this year. I think we had there's a styling building class with women. I think John Baskin did a soldering class.
Nice.
Stuff like that. They always try to bring in some big folks to kind of teach you different things. I think they had another class, painting class to JS Skill, I think.
Okay.
So, I don't know what they got in store for this next year, but I know one thing: we're going to do some truck tours. That's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that.
That'll be money. I really look forward to seeing some of that, even if I can't make it down because of scheduling. I really want to see some of that.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last weekend in February. They already got the dates and everything. So.
I'm sure you do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So, you mentioned. So, what is one of the biggest challenges of being a shop owner? You know, you have your banner up there. I see stock all over the place. And I mean, I imagine it's hard to keep that organized right there. But what are some of the biggest challenges you're working with?
Well, everybody's first thing they say is, nobody has enough. You never have it when you need it. That whole deal, and it's the same for me. I'm doing this by myself, and I started with hardly any money to begin with. I'm slowly that's why sometimes I just doesn't seem like I have very much to do things. I'm slowly trying to build up more and more and more. And I keep gaining great accounts, like Hobbywing and Homes. And, when you do that, you've got to spend money to keep it. And it makes everything else kind of slack a little bit. So it's getting there. I mean, one day I kind of hope to do this full time. Right now I have a full-time job. So, I work 48 hours a week doing it, and I do this as well. And I have 4 kids and a family and a fiance and the whole deal. So I have there's a lot going on. And that time I think is the biggest thing as well. I run out of time. There's not enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do. So.
Yeah, I can totally attest to that one, Cody. I mean, we've been friends on through the social media for a while, and I see you're always on the go. When do you ever have time for rest?
Hardly ever. I've gotten to where now, I take a day or two and I just won't do anything. I'll just stay in the house, just chill out on the couch, whatever I can do. Because you got to. if I go too much too long, it makes myself sick and and everything like that.
And then you get bombarded by one of your kids jumping on you. Daddy, wake up! Ah!
Yeah, there's no, you can't sleep. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, my daughter did that to me the other day. I was down, like just I hit the wall, and
Yeah.
she just comes over and starts poking me in my eye. She's like, "Daddy, hi." I'm like, "Oh my god, little
Yeah.
McKenna bear." All right, so you mentioned those big accounts, right?
Yeah.
You've got Homes, you've got Hobby Wing, and then, I mean, those are tough counts to get. Those are very respectable businesses.
Yeah.
One of the businesses that I've seen do very well as specifically, um, they have a lot of great products. Is Boom Racing and Jason
Right.
Sang. So can you tell
Yeah.
us now? You also were one of the testers for the BRX-01, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Uh,
So tell
Go
us
ahead.
about
Go ahead.
that.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Tell us about it. Tell us about your relationship with Jason, testing. Let's. I'm a fan of Boom and where they're going.
So actually, my very first legit account with, it was Dick Flynn Imports and RC then, but Dick Flynn RC was agencies with Jason, which includes Boom and Rapid and all those other things they carry. Um, he took a chance on me. I didn't. I mean, it wasn't. I asked him about it. I had a tax number, so I just signed up for it, and it's taken off. And he's been great, man. He's helped me any chance that if I need help with something, he helps me. I try and help him out with ideas for new things. I pay attention to what you guys want, and I try and relay it to him to see if he can make it, or things like that. So he asked. We we had been going back and forth about making a narrow axle for the AR-44. I'd wanted one specifically for a build I was trying to do, and he come up. He said, he sent me some pictures of it and said, this is what we've got. It's coming out soon. And I was like, all right, that's awesome. So cool. Well, then he sent me a couple months later a rendition of a truck that they're building. I was like, all right, cool. So that's something, or a chassis, not a truck, a chassis.
Okay.
I said, all right, that's neat. That's when you gonna send me one? He said, I'll send you one whenever they're ready. I was like, okay. So I got to be one of the first 25 in the world to get one. I got to help prototype it. I built it. Of course, I put it all. I've documented everything on YouTube. Um, tried to beat on it. Tried to break it. Tried to break anything I could. I haven't broke. By the way, I haven't broke anything on it except for the little front bumper piece that's there to help you so you don't break the body. So that's what it's doing. What it's supposed to do. I I love the truck. I haven't maintained it at all. I did not build it with any Loctite, and nothing has come loose.
Really?
I take that back. One is the servo horn screw come loose, but that's it's because I didn't Loctite it. So I get what I get for that. So, this truck's called Pimento. That's the name of the truck because of the color. Uh, it is not a stock BRX-01 anymore. I put 155 Terra Classics on it and the 155 Baby Hustlers on it. So to get all the grips. I think that's really about all I've done. I don't think I've done anything else to it.
Is that a Hobby Wing axe in there?
No, it's got a Holmes. I've actually got it's a Holmes 550 motor. Or
Okay.
no, it's a 540. I'm sorry. I had a 550 in it when I first built it, but I've got a 1080. It's shoved in the receiver box. I shoved everything in it.
Really?
Yeah, the 1080's in it. The Fly Sky receiver's in it. Everything shoved in here. The power switch is on the bottom. In the side of the box.
Okay.
You kind of see it right there. Yeah, I just wanted to have a minimalist look. I didn't want to put anything out in the open as much as I could. Oh, I put Proline shocks on it, by the way, just because these don't leak. So yeah, so I was lucky enough to be able to do that. I was really floored when he told me he was going to send it to me. Really baffled, not baffled, but surprised, happy, humble about it because he chose me to do that. It's a pretty big deal. I
Yeah.
still can't believe it to this day that, I got to do something like this. And only been in business for, I've only been doing this for August will be 2 years.
Okay.
So, I got to do something like this so soon. It's pretty cool. It was pretty
That
neat. I'm pretty happy about it. I love the truck. It's phenomenal. If you can get one, buy one because they're great.
I got to play with one a little bit. I wish I would have been able to take it on the Motorama course.
Yeah. Well, he was at Motorhome,
Yes,
correct?
I know. Yeah, I met him there. He
Yes.
and I had a solid Jason. When I say he, to our viewers, I'm talking about Jason Sang, the owner of Boom Racing. He and I sat there for like an hour, and I was just going through his book. He's like, "What can we do better? What can we do better?" And there was a couple of minor points, which I'm sure he's already made some adjustments. With just things that make sense or not, in an order. But
Oh
just
yeah.
the architecture of everything from the book to the truck is top notch.
Yeah. Have you seen the rear leaf spring kit they're coming out with?
I have, and I slightly drooled over that. No, not slightly.
Yeah.
I drooled over it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get one. I gotta get one for that truck. It needs it on the back.
That'd be really cool. Give you some extra point. I mean, you already got enough points on that, but it give you some extra points and call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at a couple of more.
I think I definitely want to get. I've been wanting one for a long time, so that's.
Yeah.
I gotta be patient there.
I kind of have a feeling they're fixing to release just the chassis kit where you can buy just the chassis.
Yeah,
I
but
think. I have not been told that, so don't quote me on it and don't go run into Jason that I said that. I just think that's coming. I
I
feel like it is. So,
it would make sense just because that's kind of like release the RTR and then release the chassis kit.
correct. Correct.
Um, like for example, the element that's coming out, this
Yeah.
Enduro Sendero, it
Man, I gotta
wasn't
get
even.
one.
Yeah, it wasn't even what 3 weeks, and they're like, yeah, got a kit coming.
Oh yeah. How soon they released that? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy. They did that. Usually they wait a little while for that, but I'm glad they're doing it. I noticed old John Schultz liked the Dixieland page the other day, so maybe they'll send me one.
hey, I mean, I do have one of those coming.
Oh,
Once,
you got
yeah.
one? Who'd you get one from?
Uh, Ryan
Ryan?
Corman, Ryan.
Yeah.
Right, but when we reference Ryan, we're talking about Ryan Cormesser over at RC Addict, who was on our show talking about crawlers for kids
Yeah.
a while back,
Yeah.
not a couple weeks ago. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like it comes all around in the circle of the industry, and I'm trying to get some guys from Element on, but that's
Yeah.
that's that's some scheduling there.
It's tough. Yeah. It's probably tough to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
You were talking about the circle in the industry. I talked to Ryan a lot. I talked to a bunch of these guys that run businesses like guy that runs RC Crawler Country.
Yep.
Ryan, Betty. Yeah, I
Yep.
talked to him. I keep in touch with the guy Nick Barber in RC Hobbies Orlando.
hmm
We all I try and talk to them. Of course, I talk to a lot of them because I need answers to some things that I run into that I don't know the answer to. And these guys have been doing it a lot longer than I have, so they're very helpful too. Thank God. So,
and that's one thing I found. Being so relatively new as well. I mean, you've been into RC for a long time, um,
yeah,
but I only got in like last year, and I mean,
yeah,
you were my first essential crack dealer, if you will.
yeah.
Uh, it's terrible, terrible to put it like that, but it really was.
Oh, it's true.
Here's a $200 order. Here's another one. Here's another one. Oh, crap. Anyway, yeah, like I've noticed the circle. It's extreme. It's different than any other circle that I've been with and ran with in terms of
Yeah,
like it's tight, but it's also free flowing of information, and it generally does welcome a lot of new people. I mean, you have your guys who are like segmented over here, but but you don't see like, oh, the G6ers versus Sorka guys. You see a lot of crossover and still a lot of love across the board.
yeah. You hear a lot of people complain about Sorka, but I just say get out and drive. Who cares?
Yeah.
They,
I
they make too big of a stink about it. So,
eh, I can see it, but I also see a lot of the gain, and that's why I personally participate in
yeah,
both. There's so much more driving. Like there's so much more, I would say, creative driving in the G6 style, but
yeah,
there's so much more technical driving in the Sorka. And don't get me
yeah,
wrong, G6 can be technical. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, yeah. Well, and that's like UST is nothing but it's a G6 style event. There's no rules. There's no time. There's no gates. Or there's no penalty. There's no score. You just go out and drive and just have a good time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
It's like a giant trail run that's already
yeah.
pre-done, ready to go.
Oh no, they've got 9 trails. That's right, 9 trails.
Wow.
And listen, that trail Friday we went riding with Jason and David from RC Costa Rica.
Yeah,
That trail we went on took 2 hours. Yeah, it
that's
was
awesome.
long,
That's
long.
and you're
It
not
was
going
it was pretty
fast.
awesome.
Was maybe about a mile.
You know what? I wish I would have paid attention. I didn't even look. I wasn't even. I just knew it took too long.
You know what though? I look at it this way. Most of my trail runs are 2, 3, 4 hours. Like when I go, I
Yeah, oh,
go.
yeah.
So
That's what you want. It's fun.
yeah, it's good to throw those lines down. And it really helps your concentration. Hopefully,
Yeah,
with this I'm trying to get this my tummy fat to go away.
yeah, yeah,
That'll help with the longevity of me just on the trail walking around.
yeah. That's right.
So Um, outside of that, I've also watched your YouTube channel quite often. I'm quite a bit of view time. But you did two builds specifically. Well, and the one budget build really got me interested. Was on a TRX.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about some of that build? What brought you into the idea of doing the budget build for the sport?
Yeah, so I was like, I had the YouTube channel. I done a couple of reviews for the shop. I did one on all the Hustler tires. And
Okay.
I think I did some shocks. I did a review on the Incision shock. That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I need to do something else. Branch out and do something else. Well, I know Harley from Harley Designs. He's done a budget build years ago. He did it on the deadbolt. He did it on the SCX 10-2 deadbolt, and he's done some other things over the years. I was like, well, that's probably a pretty good idea. My main goal, at first, to be honest with you, I wanted like, yeah, man, I can make YouTube money and I can buy stuff. That was the original plan. As you know, that's not how that goes. So it takes forever. So I was like, you know what? Now I'll focus on building and showing off new product that people can purchase from me. That kind of deal like that. That was kind of the idea behind it. And so the $50 a week budget build, everything on the truck you can buy from me, except for some tracks and stuff because I can't sell tracks and stuff. But I can still get it for you, but I don't sell it. So
Right.
I'm gonna pull it over here. See, it's kind of a mess right now. I'm working on some light stuff, so I got wires everywhere. But this started out as just a stock TRX4 Sport. Of course, I'm up
Started out.
to started out.
Yeah.
It still kind of looks like one. So I'm up to week 14 of the budget build.
Okay.
And I had somebody ask me the other day how much money have I spent so far. Yeah. Don't ever do that. Don't look it up. I got a lot of money in this truck now. It's kind of crazy how fast it adds up. So, and I don't even have any expensive anything in this thing, to be honest with you. So, it's dirty from the last event I was at. So, of course, we've got a Hobby Wing 1080, a Holmes 550, the JX servo. Of course, we got the servo winch in it, one of the ones that I make. Then, of course, my custom built bumpers, Hustler tires, 1.9 Series, my winch line, the hook the Boom Mason hook that they sell, the rack. I think it's a rack hook. My roll bar that I make for the sport. Just pretty much everything. Rafting, drive shafts, and it's turned into a pretty decent truck. It does very well comping. I haven't been to too many comps. I've only done 2 comps, both of them. I placed 3rd. So it does its job. My next TRX build will be one that will definitely be able to show off, and it's going to be pretty nice whenever I get done with it. So,
Yeah,
of course, it's going to be an ATL-based chassis, bracing skills chassis.
I'm gonna bring mine.
Definitely going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty.
Yeah,
Cloudy, so.
I'm bringing mine into the view here because I went that route as well, the ATL chassis.
Yeah.
So
I had a brazen chassis for my 10.2 that I had last year that I did really well with it.
okay.
I had a hollow chassis for it. So.
If you get time and you get and you're not afraid to look away or look for someone else outside of Boom, I would definitely take a look at the Voodoo KLRMs. I think you'll be pleasantly impressed with their performance and look, because these look awesome.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I had spoke to I in the very beginning. I think I got hooked up with Matthew. He hooked me up with an account, but I didn't buy anything because I didn't have any. They were out of everything at the time. I think or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know exactly what it was.
they're out again. Don't feel bad.
I'll probably talk to him again. People want the KLR, so I'll probably talk to him again. So.
That'd be great, because I mean, I've got one other person that I like to, I do deal with, as much as possible, because he's actually relatively local to me. I do see him at some of the comps, actually often at comps.
Yeah.
So I do like to try and spread the love around. So I also saw you build one of the Unimogs. So tell us about that build, because that looks really cool.
So I took I've always been a Unimog fan. I've actually driven up this mountain in the Unimog before. So I've actually driven. I drove one of these to high school years ago. So
you had an Uni?
Huh?
You had an Uni?
Well, one of my dad's friends had one.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
I grew up. My dad was stored Land Rover, so I grew up trail riding with Land Rovers my entire life. So that was my. I did off-road and did. That's what I did. We rock crawled and trail rode and mud bogged, the whole bit. We did everything. So that's how I grew up doing all that stuff. So I had to get a Unimog. There was no doubt about it. I had to have one. So I built this one with no budget in mind. There was no budget build at all. So we took and put an axe in it. Put an axe 2300 in it.
Okay.
I put, of course, the JX 46K in it, because you gotta have that. Boom fat axles with the key and overdrive in the front with the key gear sets. And we went ahead and put the deadlock portals on it. So it actually has portals, so it's scaled out to be like a real Unimog. So also put TRX4 shocks on it.
Okay.
Because that's the best shock on the market. So why not use it? So all in all, this is fun. I still got some more work to do to it. I've got some more tweaking to do. The panhard system's kind of giving me a little bit of fits in the front, so I'll probably wind up putting an axle mount on it. But yeah, it's a fun. That's pretty. It's my first ever brushless system in a car. Amazing. Not in a car, but in a car. And it was my short base rig I've ever had. So it's kind of funky. It's weird. It's weird to drive it, to be honest with you, compared to the big wheelbase rigs that I've got. So it's neat. I enjoy it. There'll be I got some other stuff planned for it coming up, so be on the lookout for that as well.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing where those videos go, and also seeing what other aspects that you come up with as your channel grows, as
Yeah.
your accounts grow, as your everything grows. Um, it actually makes me very excited just to see that. Um, and I kind of, as you were talking, I kind of did a little bit of math with your $50 budget build, and I'm just like, oh well,
Yeah, it's a lot.
I've
I
been
think
there.
it's close to $700, and that doesn't even include the truck.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah,
about what I got.
it's a,
That's exactly what I got. Yeah, I'm
yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, yeah. That's why you don't ever do that. You don't ever count how much money you spend. Just think about how much money I spent on the Unibomber, and I did it quickly too, like everything at one time.
yeah. Well, I mean, you know how much I spent with you, and then I went a completely
Oh
different route. But I still have a lot of those parts, and I plan to do another build.
yeah,
Another TRX4 build, something a little more stock I can kind of keep play around with. Um,
yeah, yeah,
so we'll talk there later, but that's beside the point. But yeah, so I'm definitely I'm definitely looking forward to see, what your plans are. You have Are you planning to come up toward the north at all for any type of event?
yeah. I missed going to K&K this year. I really wanted to go up there and see Mike and Emily. We missed seeing them at USP this past year, so I was really wanting to go up there. It just didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. Um, Maybe next year I can hit it. Maybe I might come to Motorama. I got to pick. I probably have to pick one, um, which I'd like to go up and go to Beat the Creek as well. And see Joe and all you. I don't know. It's really hard for me to get up that far. There's a lot of travel involved for me.
Right.
But and that's the same for you guys coming down here. It's a lot. It's tough to do. So
If I
maybe I can work it out and come next year. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna
if
try and come with something.
if I had my choice, being where you're at, I'd probably look at beat the. I love Motorama. Don't ever get me wrong, um,
Yeah,
but I would definitely look more at Beat the Creek or K&K, just
yeah,
because the amount of you're going to be able to run. I think
yeah,
also the amount of people there, but
yeah,
timing of Motorama, you're going to most likely hit snow.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. So yeah, that's true too. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this one.
Yeah. So, actually, a couple people are in here that say, "Honey Lulu,"
Yeah,
saying what's up, and my buddy Jerry, which I know him. Yeah, I'm sure he's bought stuff from you, as well as my
yeah,
father, I know has bought stuff from you because I've been sitting there.
yeah,
So, looking forward, you've done quite a lot for the hobby, for the industry. Do you have any more special products or different ideas coming out that people would be really interested in?
yeah. So I've got one thing that I'm trying to develop it now. I'm not fully done with it. So what I'm fixing to show you is not the end product. It's just me trying to work out kinks and trying to figure out what to do. So in the old comp days, not old comp days, but like the 2.2 chassis and motor days and motor on acid days, I know that's not very big around here on the East Coast. But West Coast, some guys still do a lot of that. So they run a Traxxas big bore shock with a mini T from Losi spring. That's how they run that to get full droop. The idea is to keep the truck low, planted. That's how I feel. I run droop and everything I can. So I'm trying to figure out a way to run droop with the TRX4 shock because it, let's be honest, it's the best shock on the market that you can buy. There ain't nothing out there that touches it as far as I'm concerned. I've had all kinds of different stuff. I've had Proline leaks, everything. I don't have TRX4 shocks that leak unless you do on them for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I come up with an idea, and I've got a TRX4 shock with the Mini T3. what I'm going to have is a kit that will come with the springs. Of course, you'll get a full set of 6 springs. You'll get a soft, medium, and a hard, or firm, they call it firm, settings for your springs to tune it the way you want it to.
Okay.
And what I actually do is I take in paint a winograb.
This looks quite interesting.
Yeah.
It looks like something I'm gonna want. I might be interested in putting on mine.
So I take the bottom cap on the TRX4 shock, and I basically laid it to put a groove in it so the spring will fit.
Okay.
Because the stock shocks have such an angle to them that this will not fit center. It'll flop all over the place. So I had to make that, and I've got some. This actually is a deluxe lower cup. I've got the old cups coming. They'll be made out of ABS printed, so hopefully they work out pretty well. Still got some tweaks to do before I announce, not before I announce it, before I let it out in the public.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a couple of sets available to begin with, and if that works out, I'm gonna load up and have a bunch of them. So hopefully it works out. Hopefully that's what some people want. I know there's a few people that want it. Of course, this is, I build most of the stuff for myself, and it winds up being something everybody else winds up wanting anyway. So hopefully this is one of those things. I'm probably going to take a pretty big dive into it if it works out, if their interest is there. Because everybody likes these shots, everybody runs these shots on everything. I really want everything I own happen except the VRX because it's too small. So
right.
But, if I could run a 90 mil, they'd be on there. But, so I think this will work. We're going to try. Hopefully it'll work out. Hopefully it'll solve my issues with the new on as well. So that's pretty much it. I don't really have nothing else really. That's really what I'm working on. Well, I got parts in.
Okay.
I got these.
Oh yeah. Stands keep the weight off the wheels for a while.
Yeah. They're nothing special. They're just for display. They're not home because it's not bottom up at the bottom to hold anything. But they're good for $5. It's hard to beat good. So.
Oh yeah. That's pretty. That's awesome. I really look forward to seeing what you guys have coming up, and we could talk later.
Yeah.
And I guess just to kind of recap, I really liked seeing, and I really respect the faith that Jason put into you, for the growth, of especially with the American market over here, because we want so much different stuff than the Philippine fiends and whatnot. Like our whole style of driving is different, even the European style of driving. Yeah, so I really look forward to seeing where this all goes. And I look forward to, hopefully we can actually meet up one day. Have dinner and a cup of coffee and shoot the stuff. Whether it's Motorama or Beat the Creek, which I would love to go. Oh my God, I'd love to take these Voodoos and MTXs and tear it up there. Oh. So sorry, I just love these tires. And I mean everything you said kind of makes sense, and it's funny that we're on the same, very much the same wavelength, because even on this total custom truck that I have, I'm running stock TRX shocks.
Yep.
It's because they work.
Well, that's it, and they work well. That's the biggest thing about it. They work. The tractors have got the shot game down. They always have. You know what though? I hope the Element RC shocks are as good as Associated stuff is, because their shocks are top notch. I really hope theirs is just as good. So.
Yeah, I do too. Don't you worry about that. I'm looking forward to checking out that truck once things get in. So yeah, um, I really appreciate you coming on. Our RCTV live. I want to thank all the viewers that were on as well, and just working through the rain.
Yeah,
You're out in the country, so service can be spotty. Throw in
yeah,
weather, it will be spotty.
yeah, yeah. There's no if, it's when.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
truth. I hope I want to shout out also to a real quick, if you don't mind, my sponsors, In the Works RC. Um, I hope you got something in the works with them as well.
Yes.
Pun intended.
Ha ha
um,
ha.
right. Also, shout out Dark Side. I just got picked up on Team Dark Side 3D.
I saw
And
that. Yeah,
we have
congratulations there, guys. That's
Thank
good.
you.
That's good.
Also, a mutual, I would say friend, at least Facebook friend, someone we converse with pretty often. Nathan Snare got picked up as well,
Yeah, I
and I'm
saw
not
that.
sure if you know Bill Riddle or not. Through
Yeah, I've talked to him before. Yeah.
yeah, he got picked up as well. So he's local to me. And it's I definitely, and I don't know the Kevins that were picked up. I look
Yeah,
forward to
yeah.
meeting those you gentlemen as well. But yeah, I also want to shout out Wafi, who is making lipo batteries. Uh, they got some 3S 1500s coming out finally. Um, I've been bugging him since he picked me up. I've been bugging him for exactly that. They're
Hey,
three.
you need to tell him to get a hold of me.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
I'll put you guys in contact.
I've got Gen Z's, but man, they've got so many batteries. It's so hard to pick a battery to order from, and I don't know what everybody. You know, that's the hard thing about this is picking like batteries, picking a certain battery that everybody's gonna want.
Yep.
Mean, you can't do it. It's so hard. There's so many batteries out there that it's unbelievable.
I feel like comp
So,
wise, you want 800 to like
oh yeah,
1500.
well I run little 1500s and everything I got. So yeah,
I I have 2200s because that's what I have, and that's what makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah,
With also weight distribution, playing that game, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
but for some of the other trucks, I got 3000s or 5000s because they're trail vehicles,
yeah, exactly.
or I'm running a parallel system um, that's got two 2200s in it, and that way I could draw 4400
Yeah, yeah.
and
That's
play
what
that
you do.
game.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but that's a whole nother chat. Thank you HPI for having such a balanced chassis that I can do that with. All right, I guess, and I want to say thank you, Cody. Um,
Thanks, man.
definitely,
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
hey, you're welcome. Definitely, as once you get your stuff figured out with everything done with the shocks, let's get back in touch so we can really focus and talk about that, and hopefully our connection will be much better.
Hey, the good thing about this kit's only going to cost $40.
How much?
$40.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, I mean, obviously you put some legwork into that. So,
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty that's good looking. Let's put that there. My
Yeah.
wife's gonna hate me. I love you. I'm looking upstairs.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry, everybody does.
It's bad enough to get this other hobbies of amendments of the Constitution and various other things. It gets expensive.
Yes, it does.
So, all right, Cody, thank you very much, and to our viewers, thank you for sticking with us. You know, all, life happens. At
Oh, yeah.
least we didn't have lightning strike outside of our outside again.
I know, right? It's thundering and lightning out there right now. So
I can't.
you just ain't gonna see it here like you did at Wesley's.
Yeah, that was entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. His face was priceless.
Yeah, it was.
And then yeah, hey, I mean, it seems like when I was talking, have you met Chris Lindgren?
No, I've talked to him, but I haven't met him. No.
Okay, the same thing. He had a giant thunderstorm at the end of his. It's like, hey, if we're gonna be on, it's like you wash the vehicle, it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
All right, Cody, thank you very much. Viewers, thank you very much, and we'll be in touch and have a great one, guys.
All right. See you, everybody. Thanks, MJ.
You're welcome. Have a great one.
You too, man.